What you're about to watch is something you haven't seen before and won't see anywhere else. Medical reporter Meg Farris got an unprecedented behind-the-scenes look at New Orleans' only Level 1 trauma center, where lives often hang in the balance and split-second decisions save them. It's an Eyewitness exclusive.
A young New Orleans officer shot in the line of duty after Katrina. A former LSU football player on his way to the pros, severely injured in a car wreck. A St. John Parish deputy receives life-threatening injuries while protecting citizens. Survivors with something in common.
Emotions cannot get involved, because if emotions get involved, your judgment gets involved, and if your judgment gets involved, you don't think clear.
It's all in a day's work for this highly specialized, highly trained team of medical professionals. Inside the emergency department at the LSU Interim Hospital, better known as University, LSU and Tulane doctors treat seizures, heart attacks, drug and alcohol illness, breathing problems, babies about to be lost through premature birth. And with the lack of outpatient services, the reappearance of mentally ill patients over and over and over. At the same time, they're teaching young residents how to do this on their own one day.
That's the beautiful thing. That's why we're doing what we do. We like the adrenaline. We like the multitasking.
God bless you, okay?
But what many may not know is that there's a hospital in a hospital here. The Spirit of Charity, a Level 1 trauma center where in minutes, the renowned Room 4 will become this.
Gone up.
A perfectly placed medical team with each professional knowing which spot, which job, and what lines to say, like a perfectly blocked Broadway play. Ready to save the most critical patient, clinging to life from gunshots, car crashes, falls, stabbings, industrial injuries, child abuse. On this night in early March, another inner-city shootout. EMS arrives like guardian angels, taking people out of the danger zone, keeping them alive, transporting them in minutes. Then, the choreography of men and women with decades of schooling and hands-on training begins.
We have one wound to the left medial thigh. We've got 2 plus upper extremity on the right.
Oh! He has another wound to the left lateral thigh.
All right, we got a wound to the left lateral thigh with obvious femur deformity.
2 Room 4 activations. The first, a young man with gunshot wounds staggers in on his own. Then EMS brings another from the same scene. The team attends to both beds. Everything is documented. Names made up of Greek letters are assigned to the wounded. The trauma surgeon stands quietly at the foot of the bed, assessing every diagnosis. In the doorway, the surgical team, the anesthesia team, await a quiet signal from the trauma surgeon. Will either of these men need what the military calls immediate damage control surgery to save their lives?
The most critical component is airway, number 1, and bleeding.
We got to do our job, okay? We got to roll your team. We're going to roll them to my left. All right, but we're going to get you some pain medication.
Another 100 going in. Another 100 of fentanyl to the right.
Fentanyl, 100 times more potent than morphine, goes in, while one of the bullets comes out.
Our response time is 10 minutes for all of the trauma team to get in here, in this room, around the patient.
What makes a Level 1 trauma center different from a hospital emergency department is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every person, every medication, every tool, and the OR space it takes to cheat death are always instantly available. Decisions are made at lightning speed, so the on-call surgeon lives in the hospital. Several ORs are outfitted. CT scan is ready to aid the doctors in precision. The blood bank on site never closes, stocked with O-negative blood, the only type everyone can use. During that Room 4 activation, the blue igloo ice chest appears. It's part of the team. Orthopedic and neurosurgeons are available quickly too. Recent state budget cuts put this staff at a critically low level. Now with a change in who will run things, numbers are going up.
If you have a Level 1 trauma center, there's good supportive data to show that there's a higher survival rate from trauma. because you've got a dedicated group of people to take care of the patient.
Dr. Norman McSwain is one of the several Spirit of Charity trauma surgeons. He's traveled the world teaching a program he designed called Pre-Hospital Trauma Life Support. On this night, neither man faces imminent death, but those who do would go on special express elevators to surgery only to stop the bleeding, then to a special recovery room with a high ratio of nurses. From there, it's to the trauma ICU. On this day, an officer is visited as he recovers. Within a day or two, most patients go back into surgery to fix the bones, the organs damaged by trauma.
Many times we do get gunshots that are completely, from head to toe.